So yesterday I uploaded a short video on the new Yu-Gi-Oh policies and I covered pretty much all the news. It was a 57-second long video, by the way, so nothing super in-depth, but at the same time, the longest a short can be. I basically said, among many other things by the way, that misgendering people is bad, and if people identify as hamburgers, don't call them hot dogs. Of course, when I say that, you have no idea how sarcastic I really am because that's the kind of humor I have. But anyways, I woke up this morning. Actually, I'm full of shit. I woke up at like 1 p.m. Anyways, I woke up realizing that people didn't really appreciate my video too well and that people called me an evil transphobe person who didn't really respect others, etc. Blah, blah, blah. First of all, before I jump into this video, I want to say that I'm not going to be insulting anyone like I did in my previous roast video. I'm not mad whatsoever, and honestly, I harbor no ill will, so whatever I say is however I feel. Honestly, the amount of fucks that I give is less than zero. I'm a really nonchalant person by nature. I'm honest enough to say things that get me cancelled, so I'd rather be honest than be, a giant pussy who plays it safe for virtue signaling purposes. I'll say this once, and I hope I'll never have to say it again. I'm not transphobe, I don't hate transgender people, and I'm really not an enemy of the LGBTQ guys. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm an ally either, because it's not really my battle to fight. I'm just indifferent. I'm neither for, neither really against. I really just am in the middle. You do you, I do me, we're a happy family. Anyways, my joke was mild and not even directed towards transgender people anyways. As a matter of fact, my joke wasn't even a reference to an already existing joke, so I really don't understand why people jump to random ass conclusions. If anything, what I said was more of an analogy to people who identify as dogs. Yes, by the way, there are some people in this planet who identify as other things than humans, and I'm not sure if I can really understand the reasoning behind that. Anyways, one thing that I've learned throughout the years, and I'm still trying to kind of apply this myself, is that when you don't really understand or agree with something that someone said, don't necessarily jump and assume the worst from them. You always have to assume that people come from good intentions, even if you're not necessarily a big fan of their framing. It's really the kind of thing that takes a lot of time to develop, but it makes you a happier person at the end. When I browse the internet, I don't do it with the intention of getting riled up or anything. I'm not even trying to get angry. Unfortunately, some people do because they're kind of in need of dopamine or adrenaline to kind of boost their, energy. I don't even know, man. Okay, sure, it can be entertaining to a certain extent, but I will guarantee you it will consume you over time. If you just want one piece of advice, just delete Twitter, it's complete garbage. Anyways, let's talk about tolerance and acceptance. If you can only accept people who behave the exact way you want them to, then how can you really say you're for tolerance? Tolerance can only exist if people are willing to tolerate other kind of people and point of views, right? Of course, there are absolutely some behaviors that cannot be accepted or tolerated, but at the same time, let's try not to hate each other on the smallest things. I am 100% convinced that deep down, most people are good and really do come from good intentions. But the thing is, humans are different, so they express themselves differently, and sometimes they might not necessarily understand where other people are coming from. But again, in this kind of situation, instead of assuming that they come from bad intentions because they're different from you, just assume the best from them. So yeah, in conclusion, don't judge people too fast, and again, just try to assume the best in people. Anyways, that's pretty much all I had to say for my non-Yu-Gi-Oh related video. I'll try to get back into schedule as soon as I can because I kind of been out of the loop recently, and I also have my trip to YCS Lima, Peru in 1 day actually. I really have to start packing and everything, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.